Hi everyone. Thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home Practice session. My name is Samantha Allenderry. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I'm here to help you establish and maintain a consistent Speak Out Home Practice routine. Hopefully all of you are working with a Speak Out provider one-on-one. That is a speech language pathologist that has been trained in the Speak Out protocol that we developed at Parkinson Voice Project. We developed the program in 2010. Today's topic is about the Texas Hill Country. My husband and I had the opportunity to visit the Hill Country this past weekend, and I thought that you would enjoy learning more about it too. So everybody with intent, let's all say Texas Hill Country. Ready? Texas Hill Country. Say it with more intent. Texas Hill Country. Now you say it one time by yourself. Ready? And this picture just doesn't do it justice. Let me go ahead and show you this picture. That is the Texas Hill Country. So beautiful. I also had two questions come in, two clinical questions, and I will answer them later on during today's session. Let's all take a sip of water, and then we will get started. The first speak out exercise is the may, me, my, mo, moo. We use the M sound because the M sound is the most forward sound there is. For example, the K is a back sound. It's produced in the back of the mouth. But the M is the most forward sound, and we're trying to get used to speaking out. Here we go. May, me, my, mo, moo. Let's be deliberate as we produce this exercise. May, me, my, mo, moo. Good job. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Every syllable with intent. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Every sound is flying forward over your computer or your iPad. Let's do it one more time with more intent. May, me, my, mo, moo. Very good. Let's all take a sip of water with intent. Grab this cup. Remember, when you use intent, you are activating a motor system that is not as dependent on dopamine, and that's why it works, and that's why intent, or being deliberate and focusing and concentrating, this is why everybody with Parkinson's needs to be doing these things. Intent is the key. It will make your life better, and it is something that you have control over that does not require medications or surgery. It's all within you. Let's go ahead and move on to speak out exercise number 2, the ahs. Deliberately and purposefully open your mouth and produce ah. Ready? Ah. We try to hold it for about 10 seconds. You do not need to hold it longer than that. Let's do it again. Ah. Good. Let's do it again. Ah. sound consistent. Reach for the ending. Keep it strong all the way to the end. Let's do another one. Good. And one more. We'll do a short one. Very nice. Let's go ahead and take a sip of water with intent. I am sipping on warm water. Any water is okay. Just sip water in between these exercises. All right, number 3, speak out exercise number 3. Project a steady ah forward and then slowly glide up. Try to get as many of those little notes in there as you can. Ready? As you lower your pitch, I want the sound to be stronger. Don't let it fade out. You might even feel like, as you're going down, think of a roller coaster. It kind of accelerates on the way down and ends in front of you. Let's start high and glide down. Again. Let's start from the beginning. Good. One more with intent. Ready? Very good. Go ahead and take a sip of water. We've done the warm-ups, the ahs, and the glides. We're making our muscles stronger, the muscles we use for speaking and for swallowing. The 4th speak out exercise is counting or numerical sequences. We are re-coordinating our breathing patterns. So I want you to say 4 numbers. I want you to lift the numbers like you did with the me, me, my, mo, moo. So it's 1, 2. Okay, it's not 1, 2. We lift and project forward. Stop at the end of each line. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Lift. 13, 14, 15, 16. If you tend to stutter, you might find that you can do the first row or the second row fluently, and then it starts to lose control here. Focus on stretching out the vowels a little bit more. Let's start with number 9. 9, 10, 11, 12. Stop there. Now, go 5, 6, 7, 8, and then lead into 9. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if you start to go too fast on this one, then try to go one row before If you can say that fluently, you say that one, then try to say both of them, and then try to go all the way down. Let's start with 5, and we'll do all 3 rows. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So for those of you that tend to rush or to stutter, you need to stretch out the vowels and think about every single word with intent. And the way that connects to conversation, you might say, how are you? Everybody say that together. How are you? Okay, and the more you practice, the easier it gets. Go ahead and take a sip of water. I'm going to answer 2 questions that came in while you're getting your water and getting ready for the reading. Question 1, often when I speak, it feels like there is something physically wrong with my throat. Am I just imagining this? Well, without doing an evaluation, I don't know. But if you feel that something is wrong, I would go see a speech language pathologist, a speak out provider, someone who has been trained in the speak out protocol. And from that speech evaluation, that's the first step to doing speak out therapy. From that evaluation, your therapist will determine if you need to go see an ear, nose, and throat doctor just to take a peek at your vocal folds and make sure everything's okay. But I would start with the speech evaluation, and don't wait. Don't wait. It might be nothing. It might be just typical for Parkinson's, and as you go through speak out therapy, it'll get better. But start with a speak out provider, and that professional might recommend an ear, nose, and throat evaluation. The next question, does whistling have a role to play in speech language pathology? Whistling, let me just tell you that I am not able to whistle. And that is related to me being born with a cleft palate. If you're new to the broadcast, maybe you didn't know that. That's part of what's motivated me to dedicate my life to helping all of you to speak better and swallow better. But because of the shape of the tongue and how hard the palate, the back of the mouth, how it's got to go up in order to have enough pressure to whistle, I am not able to whistle. So whistling is maybe a good exercise, but it would never replace doing the speak out exercise. Whistling is about right here, right? The oral cavity right here, the pressure that's involved there. The speak out exercises are coordinating the respiratory muscles with the vocal folds, with the articulators. But whistling is not a bad exercise. You are activating some of the muscles that would help you with swallowing. They are just in addition. Whistling would be in addition to the other exercises you're doing. Okay, send in your questions to intent@parkinsonvoiceproject.org. I'll be happy to answer them if I can, and if I can't, I'll let you know. All right, we're moving on to the reading. The Texas Hill Country. Everybody say that with intent. Texas Hill Country. And do you see this, how the road goes up on that hill? Project your voice all the way there. Ready? Texas Hill Country, just beautiful. Let's read this with intent. The Hill Country is in Central and South Texas. Stretch out the vowels on Texas. Say that with me. Texas. Read the whole sentence again with more intent. The Hill Country is in Central and South Texas. Project your voice forward. Ready? It is a region named for its rolling hills. Again, it is a region named for its rolling hills. So we are not only working to strengthen the muscles, but we're trying to control our voice. We don't want Parkinson's controlling your voice. So when we stretch out the vowels on the highlighted words, when we say them differently, we are in control. Let's read this. It is known for its wildflowers, waterfalls, and wineries. Again, it is known for its wildflowers, waterfalls, and wineries. Yes, next. You can visit historic towns and shops. And I was in Fredericksburg. A dear friend invited us to spend the weekend there, and it was just beautiful, and it was nice to get away for a couple days. Let's read the next sentence. There is barbecue, live music, and two-stepping. Again, there is barbecue, live music, and two-stepping. Next, it is home to Enchanted Rock in Fredericksburg. Again, it is home to Enchanted Rock in Fredericksburg. And next, Enchanted Rock is a massive pink granite dome. Say every word with intent. Be deliberate. Enchanted Rock is a massive pink granite dome. And here's a picture, and my husband and I did climb Enchanted Rock. It took us about 30 minutes to get up, and then about the same amount of time to go down. I thought it would be more difficult to go up than it was down, but it wasn't. I had to use a lot of intent, especially going down. So going up was harder on my lungs. I was out of breath, but going down, I really had to be careful. So I definitely used intent. Take a sip of water. My friend told me about the animals I might see in the Texas Hill Country, and I did see some of these. Everybody say it with intent. Next one, with intent. And instead of just naming, you can answer in a complete sentence. Tell me what you say, what you see in a complete sentence. Tell me what you see in a complete sentence. So, I see a raccoon. Are you speaking out? Go ahead and say that. Uh-huh. Armadillo. And a jackrabbit. All right, let's go ahead and do Dr. Boone's words, and then we will do the bonus reading and learn a little bit more about Fredericksburg. Here we go, with intent. Gula ganga ga. Gula ganga ga. Be deliberate. Kuka mangu ka. Kuka mangu ka. Get the sound in front of you. Gangla. Gangla. And the last one. Kukla. Kukla. Good job. Take a sip of water. It's time for the bonus reading. The bonus reading is more challenging. If you get off track, for example, if you rush your speech or you lose control a little bit, it's okay. Catch up with us on the next highlighted word because we'll be stretching those out. I want you to read this at about 80 decibels. You don't need a sound level meter. I just want you to speak out like you're making a really big announcement. That's how we strengthen the muscles. Ready? Our founders knew this was someplace special when they settled here in 1846. Behind the elegant shops and fine dining, you can feel the authentic German soul and see reminders of our heritage in the historic buildings along Main Street. The German cuisine, the German, ready? The German cuisine at local restaurants and the welcoming spirit of our people in the city of Fredericksburg. Come and explore the Texas Hill Country. Let's read this one more time. All right, you saw the words. Now we're going to use more intent. We'll slow down just a little bit. Ready? Our founders knew this was someplace special when they settled here in 1846. Behind the elegant shops and fine dining, you can feel the authentic German soul and see reminders of our heritage in the historic buildings along Main Street, the German cuisine at local restaurants, and the welcoming spirit of our people in the city of Fredericksburg. Come and explore the Texas Hill Country. I really did have a great time in the Texas Hill Country, and it was a reminder to me, and I hope to all of you, that we do need to take some time off, get away from our house for a while. And so maybe you can think, for me, Fredericksburg is about 4.5 hours away, so it wasn't too far, but maybe you can think of a mini vacation you could take. Maybe going on a big vacation is not possible right now. I'm too busy to do that right now, but getting away for a couple days was very nice. So think about it. Do you have a place that might just be an hour away that might be a nice getaway for the weekend? Even if you just go to a hotel in town and get away for a day or two. All right. Thank you for joining me today. I'll be back tomorrow.